What does the Green Party, who have risen in the polls recently as Labor have fallen, make of Labor's new leader? I asked Greens co-leader James Shaw.
Sort of personally, sad for Andrew Little, because he's a thoroughly decent man, a really high integrity person, and I've enjoyed working with him. But he did do the right thing, and I am delighted for Jacinda and for Kelvin. I think.
Why?
Look, I think Jacinda turns this election into a real competition, right? There's a real fight on now. I think she's got the skills, she's got the leadership capability, she's got the connection with the public, and this is a very different kettle of fish to how it was last week.
So you really do feel this is going to make Labor's chances and therefore the Greens' chances materially better?
I think that today's announcement definitely improves the chances that we'll be able to change the government and form a new government together after the election.
You really believe that? You're not just saying it?
I honestly believe that.
So
yeah.
you're talking about the MMP Cuisinirod scenario, right? That you are talking about a coalition of the left, for want of a better term.
Yeah.
But doesn't that also mean that Labor may take votes from the Greens, the kind of votes that you've had in the past few weeks since you've started getting some publicity?
Well, nobody takes votes from each other, right? Votes are earned. I honestly believe that. The Greens are now, what are we polling? About 15%, which is kind of where we need to be. Labor need to lift their game, in order for us to change the government. I mean, I did take some heart from the poll on Sunday that showed that our combined vote was actually up. While Labor's was down, the combined vote was up, and that shows that the trend is in our direction.
The combined vote goes back and forth, though, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
And so if Labor improve off the back of this leadership change, there is a probability that at least some of those votes will come from you guys. But you are pragmatic about that, philosophical about that. That's just MMP.
It's democracy, right? And I am going to do everything that I can to make sure that the Greens poll as high as we can. We're going to focus on our campaign and our priorities. And I think at the moment, people are looking at us and going, hey, you guys are really bringing something to this. But it's incumbent upon us and upon the Labor Party both to convince people who have been voting for the government over the last few years to switch, right? There's no point us just swapping votes between us. We've both got to grow the vote.
The elephant in the room, although who knows whether he's in the room or not, is Winston Peters, right? I mean, we don't even know where that elephant is. But you are not looking at a scenario that excludes or precludes the requirement to have him in your coalition, are you?
No, I mean, when we signed the Memorandum of Understanding last May, or not last May, the year before, we said, look, the Green Party and the Labor Party are committed to changing the government. If other parties, including New Zealand First, say that they want to change the government and want to join us in that effort, then we welcome them.
So you still need New Zealand First, don't you?
On today's polling, yes.
So you are not thinking Jacinda Ardern is going to make such a difference that you don't need New Zealand First. That would require Labor to get up into the mid-30s.
Nothing's impossible. She is quite a politician. I mean, she is a very unusual character in the New Zealand political landscape, and I wouldn't put it past her. I really wouldn't. You saw that performance on TV just before when she did her stand-up.
The midday stand-up. Yep.
Yeah, she was outstanding, and I looked at that and I thought there is a future Prime Minister, and she's got charm. She's warm. She's funny. She's incredibly intelligent. Her values are rock solid. I think that you're looking at someone there who is going to change the fortunes of the Labor Party, lift that vote, and change the government. I really do.
Greens co-leader James Shaw.